My name is Eva. I'm from Serbia.
My name is Bhavpreeta. I'm from India.
My name is Fedo. I'm from Brazil.
My name is Sasha. I'm from Russia.
I'm Robert from Romania.
The first question is, do you see any unspoken rules while you commute to school or to work?
I think people in Japan take for granted, but it's like so nice when there's actually a line.
Yeah.
Because back home, when the bus is late, there's just like a group of 10 people and literally standing there. And when the bus comes, everybody just wants to go inside.
Yes.
It's like, I appreciate a good line.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
really do.
Yeah, I
True.
agree.
You can't eat food. That's unspoken.
That's
Nobody else
unspoken.
says.
Yeah.
I
But,
do
like,
eat food exactly
but-
because it's not spoken.
But
Take
still, it's
advantage
like
of
not
the-
not only on train. It's like not even you're going to university and walking. You like it's kind of considered kind of bad if you're walking and eating something.
Yeah.
Which
Is it really an unspoken rule, like
It
not
is.
to eat?
It is.
Like at
in
some
trains,
times-
it is because one of my Japanese friend told me like, it is disturbing to other people to go. The smell goes around, which
Yeah.
is
yeah.
annoying to other
Yeah,
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
But I mean, what about buses? Like, they actually, there are like announcements on buses that you should not eat,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah? I've
Yeah,
been
there
eating the
are.
whole time I'm in Japan. Because exactly it's not written. I'm like, okay, I just don't,
Yeah.
I have stuff to do. I have a life,
I agree with not eating in the bus or in the train, but I really think it's just a waste to not eat while walking.
Yeah, I agree. It's
Yeah.
like why
Healthy,
not?
y'all. Take a seat and eat.
The next question is, did you have any incidents to realize the unspoken rules in Japan?
I did while working because I work at a clothing store, and I don't know, even in India we don't ask the people working in the store that, oh, can we go and try the fitting room, and even in Japan I never did it. But since I'm working there right now, a lot of people, like, it's not I'm even standing there, like I'm maybe standing at Reiji or I'm standing at somewhere else in the store, they would literally come to me all the way and they would be like, "Shichaku shite ii desu ka?" Like they ask me, is it okay if I can try the fitting room? So it's like, and when I asked the other colleagues, they were like, yeah, it's like one of the clothing store etiquette which you should follow. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I never knew that until today.
I go
Yes.
directly there as
Yeah,
well.
it is considered kind of like, I don't know, maybe they don't mind it that much, but it's nice to ask them first. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But some incident that happened.
Do you know when you go on a bus, for example, Kosoku bus, right? And in Brazil, you would never ask anybody, right? Can I put my chair down? But here, you're supposed to ask, and I didn't know that, but I saw everybody doing it before actually putting it down. So unless it's my friend or there's nobody else in the back, I feel obliged to look back and see, be like, can I put my chair down? And I always think, what am I gonna do if the person says no? Because I really want my chair to go down,
I don't know how unspoken it is, but I guess everybody knows about the fact that in Japan you always get change, right?
Yes.
You never leave tips or anything like that.
Oh yeah, that's...
And like I kind of knew about it from before coming here, but I never knew how serious it is, because I know in my first month when I just arrived here, I went to buy something, and I think it was like had like a bit of change, like something around 5 yen or something. And I just left them there because it was natural for me to leave small amounts. It was just, I was not thinking about it, right? And I left, and I have 5 minutes later, I have the employee running after me, giving me the money back, and I felt so bad.
Yeah.
And that was the last time I left anything.
I would say like how, it's not a rule, but I don't know, in university I observe like how girls and boys sit separately, and I don't know if it's because I'm in science major, but guys generally don't talk to girls that much, and
And-
that's very weird to me.
Yeah, they
Like-
sit
I can also say that
separately.
girls also don't talk with guys, right? They just talk with their own.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's both the sides for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
guess.
that is where, like, I don't know, back in India, like, okay, maybe in school I can, when you're like chugakse or something, until then
When
you're
you're
like,
middle school.
yeah. But in college, it's not like that. You don't talk to like a classmate, but just because it's like a girl or it's a boy. Yeah.
It's kind of weird. I feel like in my country was the opposite, because when I was like really small, I was only, before high school, I was only talking only with the guys, right? And then in high school, we were like, well, it's kind of weird to just talk with the guys.
Well, now it's
Why?
time to
To mingle.
mingle.
Yeah, I mean, sure that.
But still,
that
as
too.
like as a friends as well, like even in India, it's like it's so normal to like sit with girls or like talk to them. Like we always had like a big group of like both proportions.
Mm.
Yeah, but in
Same.
Japan, it's like so like divided.
I don't know when is the appropriate time to start asking more
Oh,
personal
yeah,
questions.
that is something I also don't know.
You know.
When
I
is
think
the
never.
time?
I think never.
I mean,
Definitely
you just
at the
wait for.
nomikai.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
Right.
if it's like university or like workplace, you just don't share anything about your personal life. And I learned it the hard way. So in my previous lab, there was a guy, my senpai, and he was so friendly and very nice and helpful. And then one day, he comes to the lab with a ring,
Oh,
and everyone's like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, I had a wedding yesterday." And we're like, we didn't even know he had a girl.
All right. So the next question is, do you tend to follow the unspoken rules when you find out about them?
Yes.
So, in the train, usually, like, I mean, people don't really, like, stare at each other, you know? But as a foreigner, I experienced a lot when people stare at me. And first, it made me uncomfortable. I was trying to kind of, I wanted to, like, become smaller. And I was like, oh, man, they're looking. But then I got over it, and now I'm just staring back. They stare at me, I stare back right in the eyes, and I really enjoy it. That's my favorite game. And they are like those obachans, they're like, oh my god, how do I not look at her? Yeah, so that's how I break the rule. But sorry, that's rude. Really.
I
don't think
do follow the rules, and I do try to follow as much as I can. Just the eating rule that I am very inconvenienced by, I really just don't abide. If I have to eat something in the train, I eat in the train. That's it. I try my best to eat it in this like platform, but I do eat in the train. I try my best also not to get something that is like smelly, you know,
Like onigiri or
like onigiri or some sandwich, you know, not something too warm that is going to go through, you know. But I do like ignore sometimes on purpose, even knowing that you're not supposed to do that. I do because like I really think that it's convenient.
Maybe this will be the last question.
Okay.
So, do you find unspoken rules useful or useless?
Depending on the rule. For example, can I go to the fitting room? I think that's completely useless.
Well,
I wouldn't put that much effort to go across the hall and ask a person, you know.
especially in a huge chain
Yeah,
store.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
if it's a small store, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess that the point of whether it's useful or useless is not so relevant to unspoken rules overall, but every rule will probably have like its own purpose, and all of these unspoken rules we can call culture for sure.
Yes.
And so this cultural difference, it's not something that it can be regarded as useful or useless. It's just how it is, I guess. That's why like I don't complain about this unspoken rules.
Yeah.